Hi guys, it's Reese Henley here for Victory and Vice's podcast on the countdown to the European Championships. I'm putting each competing nation under the microscope, assessing their chances at this summer's tournament and giving my verdict on exactly where I think they'll finish.
Today I'll be taking a look at fellow British hopefuls, Scotland. Now it's fair to say that Scotland have been the butt of a few jokes in recent years. Scotland were yet to qualify for a major tournament this century, and after the summer of 2016 they were the only home nation to be in that position. In the nation's whole history, the best they've managed is bare qualification, having never managed more than one win at any tournament. There have been suggestions that Scotland are going through something of a golden generation at the moment, and Steve Clarke will have a decent depth of players to pick from. Veteran goalkeepers Craig Gordon and David Marshall will both be desperate to represent their country for the first time in a major tournament. In front of them, captain Andy Robertson is easily in the top 3 left backs in world football and will be looking to drive Scotland forward at all available opportunities. Further, Scott McTominay and Liam Cooper have enjoyed good seasons with Man United and Leeds, and both will likely be deployed at centre half. Scott McTominay especially has been utilised in this role for Scotland under Steve Clarke, which has driven Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to pick McTominay as a centre half option in the league where required. Elsewhere, Southampton fans will tell you that midfielder Stuart Armstrong has been a key figure for them this season, and John McGinn of Aston Villa has overcome a long-term injury and will be one of the first names on the team sheet. Add to that Matt Ritchie, who despite a fallout with club manager Steve Bruce has fought his way back into contention at St James's Park and has been great for them towards the end of the season, as well as Callum McGregor of Celtic and John Fleck of Sheffield, and Scotland are starting to look good on paper. I suppose the problem for Scotland is a lack of quality in the final third, and has been a problem for some time if we're being honest. Shea Adams has had a difficult season with Southampton, and Ryan Fraser has struggled for form in Newcastle, and whilst Leigh Griffiths and Ollie McBurney will be familiar names, they probably lack the kind of quality required to make an impact in the summer festival of football that is the Euros. So how will they fare? Well, would you believe it? They're in England's group. But with the group being rounded off by Croatia and the Czech Republic, it's fair to say that Scotland have had a tricky group. Whilst England have had their fair share of issues winning games at tournament, Scotland haven't won a football match at Wembley for over 20 years. And whilst it would be an excellent time to start, it's a tough ask. The good news is that the other 2 group games will be played in Glasgow. This is a leveller. Fans will be allowed into the stadiums, and the Scots will be making the most of their time in the sun regardless of the weather. The place will be rocking, and I honestly believe a win is achievable in both of these games. 2018 World Cup finalists Croatia have dipped in form, have a very high average age, and will be up against a very young, energetic Scotland side buoyed by the home advantage. Then, whilst the Czech Republic do have a fairly underrated team, Scotland will view that game as a can-win, must-win game. There is only so far Hart can carry without any decent strikers, but I'm really excited to see how the group plays out. In at 200 to 1, it seems that as yet, not too many punters have been putting money on Scotland to win the Euros, which at the very least does suggest that Scotland's drinking and gambling problem isn't quite as bad as first thought. So what do you think? Is this Scotland's time in the sun, or will their tournament failures rear their ugly head yet again? Let us know in the comments, and please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to be alerted when I give my verdict on the other nation's chances.